feel like I should almost be throwing a little mullet with them blowing up on all these glass minnows and stuff. Like that surface little bait. Here he is right there. I see the fish. Got him. Big snook, guys. Guys, this might be a freaking... This is a massive snook, guys. Today was one of the most interesting trips I've had in a while. The conditions were horrible. Consistent 25-mile-an-hour winds, drastic tides, and stirred-up water. Nothing was in my favor. I wanted to get another video out though, and the forecast looked no better throughout the week. I decided to give it a shot, and as I head to my first spot, I was hoping for a miracle, a big fish or two to make this battle worth it. My prayer was answered, and as we got to the first spot, it did not take long for us to get on them. Guys, welcome back to another video. Gonna keep this short. New penny, 3-inch gulp shrimp. We are going to be trying to get on some nice fish. These conditions, very adverse conditions today. This tide is extremely low, which I'm not mad about. I don't mind. We're in the micro skiff today, so we can fish in anything. But this wind is insane. If you guys look at the winds the next couple weeks, it is just awful. That's the only downside of this beautiful weather. These winds, especially when it gets colder, like wintertime, are not going to be as forgiving as summertime. That's for sure. With that being said, we're here today. Going to try to tuck up in all these creeks, mangrove lines, get protected from the wind. With that being said, guys, something's just got blown up. So I'm going to fish this line going back into here. If we don't catch anything, I'm just going to spawn back up in here. But there's something else that just blew up right here. I have a little mullet on, and I have a gulp shrimp. As of right now, we're going to see. But I think we're going to be able to find some fish in this low tide. Push and wake, maybe sight cast. This wind is just awful. We got to tuck away from it and get on some fish. No excuses. Let's get on some fish. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go. Hey, guys, I don't know if you heard me. Just saw something blow up right here. It's the second time. Looked like it was on some finger mold or something. I see something pushing wake right there. I spent the next couple of minutes casting at these unidentified fish. The water was so shallow I couldn't get any closer, so I decided to go around the corner and search for some more. That's a nice fish up there. That's what I love about low tide, man. Big snook is chasing bait, I think. That's the benefit about low tide, is these fish can't hide. All right, we're getting out to walk. I decided the only way to get closer to these fish was to hop out and walk. It was literally 5 inches deep, and a dream sight casting scenario was beginning to unfold. I feel like I should almost be throwing a little mullet with them blowing up on all these glass minnows and stuff. Like that surface little bait. Here he is right there. I see the fish. Got him. Big snook, guys. Guys, we're in inches of water. Guys, this might be a freaking... This is a massive snook, guys. Slot or over slot for sure. Look at him. Inches of water. Come on, we got a good hook set. £30-pound leader. Nice redfish right there, guys. We are gonna get on some fish. Got him. Look at that fish. Let's go. I just saw a massive redfish too. Yes, look at that snook. Let's go get a measure on him. Release video. Oh no, he came off. Oh well. Oh well, guys, that was a sick fish. You guys saw him. I can't believe I just dropped him. That was a 32-inch snook probably. I caught him. I mean, I caught the fish. I just didn't get a insane footage as I'd like. Alrighty, guys. Well, that was interesting. I mean, it's funny. I'm kind of like disappointed. So I just caught like a freaking 32-inch snook. Insane heat. We were walking. Look at this. Inches of water. I can't even take this skiff there. We're walking in inches of water. 32-inch snook. I'm like kind of shaking. Smoked it. Caught him. I'm walking him back to the boat and he got off. He like I accidentally dropped him and then he shook the hook, but I saw a big redfish go back in here. There's a lot of fish back in here. So I'm just gonna keep walking. There's a little creek mouth here. I'm frayed up. I'm gonna retie, get back on some stuff. I might fly the drone up, get some cool angles. But anyways, let's go, guys. You guys can see him kind of frayed up, but he smoked it. Let's get rigged back up. That was freaking awesome, man.
When I was fighting that fish, I saw a big redfish spook. And when I released him, another slot snook stopped by to see what was going on. Big fish were around. So as I retied my frayed leader, I was excited to say the least. I got rigged back up and proceeded to try to find these fish, whether it be on foot or on the micro skiff.
Let's go, guys. Let's go get on another one.
I think the coolest thing about looking back on the drone shots is seeing fish from above. As I was snagged, I spooked this big redfish, who was heading back into this creek.
There's another nice redfish. I saw that snook blow up and then he was swimming around. That was insane. There's more fish working back into this little creek right here. The tide's starting to be incoming now. These fish are moving back up in there. It's kind of nuts.
I thought I was going to get smoked by a big red in this creek as the tide started dumping in. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and I decided to head back to the skiff and cruise down the line, looking for more big fish.
Alright, well, let's head back. It's a new spot. I didn't know that existed. Obviously, there's fish at the mouth of it. Maybe the goal today is to go find some other creeks like that. Look at him. Getting your toe pinched by one of those things would suck. Big blue crab. Alrighty, guys, well, that already makes the trip. Freaking slot snook wading, like walking through inches of water. There's fish. I think a lot of them are cruising down this line. Told you. It's another close to slot snook, I think. He's a little bit smaller, but still. Look at him going up in there. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I might hop out. First cast down this bank. He's not as big as I thought he was, but he's still a gorgeous snook. Look at that. Gorgeous fish, guys. I thought he was almost slot. He hit so hard. When they're in the shallow water too, they make so much ruckus. It's hard to tell. Guys, this fish is probably about low 20s. Let's get him back in the water. Alrighty, guys, well, that's another quick one. I mean, geez. I want to get as many fish as we can before low tide, or before high tide. Once this tide starts going in, they're going to be a lot harder to find. Right now, it's easy pickings, but let's get back on them. Let's go. This is awesome.
The next 10 to 15 minutes consisted of this: cruising down the line, following the tide, looking for some more nice fish.
See if there's any big fish around here. We're lucky to have even already caught some fish. This wind, it's just an awful day. Little guy. fish are everywhere, man. I see something up there. Yep. It's a snook. Dang it, man. I need to stop. Like, that was a slot snook. I see like something sitting up there. It's so still. I'm like, yeah, it's probably a log. So I cast it on its back. I need to treat it like a fish. I would have cast it a little away from him. You want them to make him feel like they're chasing it, you know what I mean? All right, guys, we're seeing a lot of fish, man. It's kind of insane. Really, not how I thought the day was gonna go. When I pulled up to the spot, couldn't even freaking hear my own thoughts. This wind. You guys can see we just got like a little trough right here, current pushing through it, and some shade. I'd be shocked if there. Yep, here's a little snook. I was gonna say, I'd be shocked if there wasn't a fish in there. I'm looking for a bigger one, but they're around. We know that. We just gotta keep casting. That was a big snook. I got snagged. Are you kidding me, man? Probably a slot snook. I cast and get snagged on a freaking stick. It's a good sign now. Oh, we've seen so many nice fish. I really want to get a nice red. We already got a nice snook. It's a decent fish on mine. There we go. Are you kidding me? He was trailing it. He was trailing it for like literally 7 seconds. That is so awesome. He was trailing it for so long, guys. All right, let's try to get this net. There we go. Beautiful snook right there, guys. He was trailing it, and I just kept twitching it. And he just would not give up on it. And then he finally, I gave it one hard twitch. And I think he ate it a couple times. Then I felt him thump it a little harder. Beautiful snook right there. I need to come here with fly. That would be so fun. Gosh, you could tell after these cold fronts, these snook, oh my, they must just be starting to eat. You can see how fat these snook are. Super fat right there. Gorgeous snook. Gorgeous fish. Biting on my thumb hard. Guys, that was awesome. Beautiful fish right there. Literally cannot get better than that. Let's go get on another one. He smoked it. They're everywhere. I want to get as many fish. Right when this tide gets a little higher, I'm out of here. That was an awesome fish, guys. That eat was so cool. He was looking at that gulp. That's where that smell comes in, man. That could have really been the difference there, because he got nose up to it, and sometimes they can spook, you know what I mean? But he didn't. I think he probably smelt it. He's like, you know, this smells like real food. Still a little suspect. A couple more twitches, and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat it. Who knows? You never know what makes a fish eat, you know what I mean?
As I continued down the line, I ended up seeing a snook that was an absolute giant, cruising down the shore looking for a meal.
I just saw a literal 45-inch snook. I thought it was a couple mullets strung together. That was the biggest snook I've ever seen in my life. I was like, there's zero chance. That thing would have absolutely torched this 3000. I cast it and he kind of turned at it. That's what's crazy. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Yeah, guys, this boat is also for sale. We got some awesome news coming to the channel. I mean, you guys will probably see it in 3 weeks. Going to be absolutely insane. So as you guys can probably figure out what's going on, getting a new boat. But that being said, I don't need this one anymore. This thing, I mean, as you can see today, is just a fishing machine. I'd say probably close to at least 30% of my videos on this channel are literally on this boat, and I didn't get it until 4 months ago. I got it because I knew I wanted to do stuff like this, and the egret just can't get back here, you know what I mean?
After not much luck in the last 30 minutes, I ended up cruising past some lines towards another spot, looking to round out the day with another good fish.
All right, guys. Well, I kind of just speed ran a lot of that. I didn't even take some casts. I wanted to get back towards some creek mouths. So here we are. Tide's still coming in. Probably still under a foot, maybe a half a foot, which is nice. But as you can see, fish are starting to be able to creep up towards those mangroves, making it harder for me to get on them. But already an awesome day. I mean, a phenomenal snook, middle, upper slot, probably 32-ish. And then got another snook that was good size.
The bite was tough. We went about another 30 minutes fishing these beautiful shallow lines with no luck. But that's when I turned the corner and my wish of hooking a nice redfish came true.
It's a nice red, guys. There's our nice red. That is our nice red. Stay pinned. Stay pinned for me one time, please. He's gonna be mid to upper slot. He took off with that bait, man. Oh, he came off. That sucks. That is so unfortunate. I mean, I didn't even have a chance to net him. That hook just pulled. Oof. That is unfortunate. He was 25, 26 inches. That's when you wish you had someone else on the boat, man. That's happened a decent amount of times lately. To be fair, though, I didn't even, like, miss him. I literally didn't have a chance. He was a little far away. I wanted to get him in the net because that was our nice red. I said I wanted a nice red. He was 25 all day. And we got him boat side. Some action for you guys regardless. Some screen time. He was hooked good. I mean, he was hooked on the outside of the mouth. Just spit it. Uh-oh. That fish just swam from 30 yards away. I don't know if you guys saw that. A fish literally saw my bait hit the water and swam from over there all the way over here, following it. That was insane. It was a big redfish, I bet. That was nuts. I've never seen a fish dart 20 yards to go eat a bait and then just not eat it and just trail it. You'd think he wouldn't even be thinking about it if he was that aggressive. I guarantee you that big red, it was either a big red or big snook, was just back in here because the wind. It's been an insane day for a couple hours, guys. Like, good grief. Glad I came out here. I almost came out in the evening. Glad I came out on this low tide. Another little snook. These fish are awesome, man. Woo! They keep you occupied until the big boys hit.
After about 3 hours of fishing, I called it quits in order to be home for dinner. We ended our couple-hour trip exploring creeks and catching smaller snook. It was an amazing day that was honestly pretty unique. This shallow water fishing is my favorite, and you better believe we'll be back.
Now, there's a lot of these guys around today. Oh, there he goes. Gosh, I mean, every time I say last cast, I get a fish. It's like if they want me to stay. Oh, Alrighty guys, well, happy to be saying goodbye to you guys today. This weekend was super windy. Decided to just kind of hang out, chilled Saturday, Sunday, watch some football, whatever. Knowing that this week and weekend is going to be some hardcore fishing trips. But today was awesome, guys. I mean, I fished for 4 hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. Right off the bat, we were on them. And with this wind, I don't think you can have much better of a day than we had. I mean, genuinely, there's not a lot of people fishing today. This is Monday. You guys will be seeing this tomorrow. And just happy to be able to get out there, get on some fish. Like I said, we got an action-packed weekend. Gonna get out Thursday, fish Chuckaluski for you guys down in the Everglades. Try to lock in a couple more things before the tournament. And then Friday night, dinner. Saturday, Sunday, we're going to be getting on them, hopefully competing. That being said, guys, today was awesome. Wade fishing a little bit. I'm going to come out to these spots today that we fished today and in the skiff and straight up wade fish. But you guys did get a little taste of it. You guys like wade fishing, light tackle. It's so nice hooking a snook like that in that situation. I just loosened my drag a little bit. He can't go anywhere. Saw some awesome redfish. Hooked that stud red, 25-ish. He got away from us. And then besides that, guys, just an awesome day. I got to thank God to be able to get out here. With that being said, guys, appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed, like, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. And then with that being said, guys, let's get out of here. Let's get home. Peace out. God bless. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.
As I was leaving the spot, I noticed the beautiful green on the mangroves. The winds really calmed down and provided us with a smooth ride back to the ramp. We definitely had some missed opportunities today, but also capitalized. That snook was refreshing. After all, I haven't gotten one that size in a couple of trips. Regardless, it made me want to get more that big, and do it while wade fishing again as well. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, God bless. Until next time.